2, 4, kick that drum. My ego in this show. 날아가지고. Yeah, ego 미친 폼. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nisi. We are going to jump into an ATEEZ Japanese song that I have not heard yet. We are about to get a new song dropping, which is insane because they also just went on a tour, just had a comeback, just had an announcement of Coachella. We'll have another tour coming up. ATEEZ is non-stop right now. Okay, let us jump in to Paradigm, the official MV, but it's a performance MV. So I think what this is almost like a Japanese re-release that has, Gorilla on it as an example, but Paradigm is a net new Japanese song. Okay. Ooh. Stark background. And a whistle. I don't think I've ever heard an ATEEZ song that's just started with the whistle. Whose whistle is this? Yeosang. Never prepared for you, fool. Never. Never prepared for your whispers. Oh, they look so debonair. I like the jewelry here. Ooh, all of them. What is happening? I gotta forget what era. I can't forget what era we are in because this is like a crazy music era. The sound of ATEEZ is intense. Okay. I love how the red just pops out immediately. Ooh. Oh my gosh, can I just say, ATEEZ, out of all of the reactions I do, I swear ATEEZ is the most difficult to find stills. Yes, there are some shots where it's just like static beauty shots, like static visual shots, but in comparison to other groups, they're constantly just like moving. It's so hard to get a still from them. I'm just imagining, what still am I gonna grab from this frickin' dance? Ooh, look at Wooyoung's hair. Ooh, I like the change in this. I don't know. I wish I was better at like describing genres, but like it felt very intense in the beginning, and this part is very like sleek and smooth. All right, just like a simple bop, 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 keeping the time, as opposed to like how we started the song. Oh. ATEEZ actually does that really well when I think about it. Think about their discography. Blow up the old moon. I've got a new full one. That is so interesting. Okay, we're gonna come back to these lyrics in a second. Okay, all about those dark days. But you keep pushing forward. Jongho. It's the verses are pretty sleek and smooth. It's this chorus. Whole new paradigm. Okay. Oh. Ooh, Seonghwa. my gosh. Production's insane on this. What is happening in the background of this? Sounds like squeaking. Yes. Ooh. Oh my gosh, these fits! So hard. Somehow they're getting softer, prettier, lighter. Oh my god, these fits. Okay, are you a glitch in the void? Glitch in the matrix? You're an anomaly. Ooh, we're on fire now. Oh, there's embers. Ooh. So we're running towards our perfect future. There's no use thinking it's impossible. Futile. Ooh, we were chasing the night, now we create the light? I like how they did that. They had my Wooyoung mouth, big baby voice. Oh my gosh. They really are glitching the Matrix right now. I love the like visual of this idea of glitching the Matrix. Like literally throwing a wrench in the universe's plans. Look at his eyes. Got one cyborg eye. Yes, you know. Oh my gosh. This feels like they are pushing towards a whole new paradigm. I feel the energy of the shift. Can I also say it is very, very cool to like be further away from this now, to have like experience multiple comebacks at this point as a baby ATEEZ, and to really like see the story building in their discography. Like we are at a culmination period with the world ep.FIN will, right? This is a culmination. You can see it in the lyrics. You can see it in the MV experience, right? When you go back and look at some of the earlier things, like here, this idea that like this is like calling for almost the beginning of the revolution. It's really, really fun to see from one track to all the tracks that we have now, that story build, and you can really, really feel what feels like the like foundational landscape of ATEEZ's discography. You can now feel it because it's becoming wholer. It's really, really cool to see as it builds on each other, and then you go and look back. That's so cool. Okay, let's just talk about the lyrics for a second. Okay, so we have paradigm. Paradigm is shift, a perspective. They keep saying they want a new paradigm. So I think of that as like, it's time to make a shift. It's time to go into a new direction. It's time to look at things from a new perspective. So this is the paradigm feeling I'm getting, which is making me feel like in time, this is kind of at the beginning of them calling for their revolution, right? Problem stuck to the back of my eyelids. Something is stuck to the back of your eyelids. It's basically something that you can't escape, right? You can't escape it. Even when you close your eyes, they're still right there, stuck to the back of your eyelids, right? So whatever the situation is here that we're talking about, it's not good. You lost your whole smile. It's not really like you lost your smile, your whole smile. Ooh, break it up, break everything. We've obviously been building for a very long time on our ATEEZ lore journey of breaking things. Break the wall as a perfect more literal example, but a lot of their lyrics talk about breaking things down, dismantling things, finishing things, crumbling whatever status quo that they're living in right now. Okay, inquiring for answers, so you're questioning. Oh, I love this lyric though. Okay, draw it, dive in. So you take action. Take action, draw it, which means you basically create it yourself. You take action. And once you create it, dive in, jump in, get started. Ooh. Don't worry, I blow up the old moon and I've got a new full one. I'm obsessed with like lunar business. So this idea of new moon, full moon, old moon, when you think of the full moon is supposed to represent culmination, right? It's whatever we're spotlighting is at its brightest, right? It's fully illuminated. We have reached the pinnacle of something. So they're basically saying whatever pinnacle we've reached, break that down, dismantle it, right? Because you've got a new one, a new moon, though they're representing it as this like full new moon, which a new moon is full. It's just completely in shadow. We can't yet see it. It's not the full moon, which is completely illuminated. It's completely dark, right? So we can't see the new moon, but the new moon is supposed to represent rebirth, the beginning of something new, hopefully something fruitful, something abundant. This idea of who cares about the old moon, we are going to create with our new moon. I like the idea that they're using like this lunar cycle symbolism, because this new paradigm can be represented in like the shift of a lunar cycle. It's really, really, really smart wordplay. Just this idea of coming to this culmination so that you can start a new beginning. That's what the full moon to the new moon represents. And that's all that they're asking for at the beginning of the song. It's literally calling for a new revolution. Okay, dark days, chaotic nights is just a perfect descriptor of madness. Dark days, dang. Ooh, ooh. Open the door of darkness. Okay, so this idea of going through this maze, you might be fumbling through confusion, but trust your intuition is essentially what they're saying. Go straight into the eye of the storm. Even the devil tempts them, and they do not act on that temptation. They don't cheat. Oh, there's so much reference to light, dark, the spotlight shining in the darkness. Blinding light, blinding distance. And we got that reference to your instinct. Here they're saying trust that intuition, but Mingi's talking about going full off of his instinct. Killing pace without the P. Ace. Okay, now you're sure. So we open the door to the darkness, but we see the light, which is where we're going. That is what we're focusing on. We go, we rush. We get quickly out. Ooh, Yunho. Oh. I said, if you didn't hear me the first time, once again. Even the devil calls me up. I don't cheat. Once again. Literally, the devil keeps tempting me. We're back again. Before Hong Joong and his rap said, draw it, dive in. Now, we are drawing the perfect bright future. We're creating it. It's about creating it. It's about your own self-motivation. There's no use thinking it's impossible. It will all come true. So you've already confirmed your destiny in a positive way. It'll all come true. There is no use thinking it's impossible. It is futile to worry, to be anxious, to think that it might not happen. All of that, it is futile. Just say, it will happen, and it will happen. Oh my gosh. I wish I could think like that. I gotta always remind myself to try. Oh, I love how intuition keeps creeping in, and that intuition, the desire to follow it, just gets stronger, or at least the call is saying you should trust it more. For running now, trusting my intuition is the first time we heard this. Now we've gotten to the point where it's just run on just intuition. The control and the action of both of those very similar statements, how much more in control the statement is by the second part as the song builds. I just love their smart lyricism. And now we're saying bye-bye. I love it. We're saying bye-bye darkness. We opened the door to darkness. We have now left darkness behind. This was just a transitory situation. We just needed to get through the darkness to get to the light. Now we're not only getting to the light, we are creating our own light. Create light. We are now the ones. It very much feels like ATEEZ, the representation of ATEEZ, in a way where they have felt these feelings, I'm sure, like they were muddling through the darkness, looking at this light in the distance and trying to reach it, trying to catch up to it, follow it. Eventually, once they caught that light, once they were able to say goodbye to darkness, they are in turn able to create light, the light that we absorb, the light that we see of them. Now they've gone from chasing the light to becoming the light for others like us, so that they can become that beacon to say, you can trust your intuition, run towards the light, so that eventually we can follow in those footsteps and also create our own light. It's very, very motivational, very inspirational, with a very intense sound. Woo. To the world we want, we create. So much of ATEEZ's music is about not necessarily feeling like you have to live in the world that you were born into, but that you can create a world in the future that we want. Might not have been the one that we were grandfathered into. It doesn't mean that we have to live with it. We can change it and create something new, our own revolution. I love the ties, like the feeling of the ties to the Matrix here. It's all about breaking norms, not being confined. Now we feel it. Freedom, no matter where we are. We feel it. 3 minutes and 27 seconds. But I assure you, visually, in their choreography, and 100% in the instrumentation, the music, and the lyrics, they pack so much information. I feel like I talk a lot about this stuff, but I feel like I could talk even more about this. I just feel like, got to keep it a little succinct. Is it succinct? This is not going to be succinct for 3. Every time I look at my recording time, I'm like, what I thought was a 10-minute video is somehow a 30-minute video. That is how much I love ATEEZ. I appreciate you guys checking out another ATEEZ song with me. I wanted to check out Paradigm before we get another Japanese release. I'm gonna get to Limitless too. I'm just gonna do Japanese songs now. I remember Not Okay. This is what I remember. People kept hinting back that it seems like they changed their Japanese label, and maybe this is the first song being released. So this is their third single Japanese album. Third Japanese single album. I am ready for it. You know, we will be checking it out when it does come out. I hope the paradigm that you're facing is one that doesn't make you feel confined. And if it does, that you feel encouraged, inspired, and motivated, that you can change it. Follow your gut. Thank you guys. Bye. Get your mom, dad, we go up.